Hey, this is Tyler for LondonFUSE, and I'm here with Hands and Teeth. We discussed previously off camera your drive to London. How is traveling? How does Hands and Teeth travel?
We travel in 2 cars. One Chevy Malibu, one Volkswagen Golf. The Malibu usually takes the gear, maybe 1 passenger. The Golf takes the people. But today we took 1 car because Hugh were nice enough to lend us their gear. So we all crammed in there, stuffed everything in the trunk like a big old game of Jenga, and made it up here in one piece, comfortably and safely.
Okay, so how about let's talk album. EP released 2010. You guys have been touring with it, playing with it. How's it sounding? And at this point, are you itching to change anything? Is there songs that you're sort of already going, you know what? Let's do something completely different. Let's try something new.
We do have a new album that we're about to start recording, or in the midst of recording. It's going to be longer, somewhere between an EP and full length. And so that's kind of where most of our attention is focused now, is the new songs, although still pull out the old ones and love to play those too.
The first EP was a kind of a snapshot of where we were at when we recorded it. The new album's going to be just as important to us as a band, but I also think it's going to be telling of how far we've come.
Magic segue moment. Speaking of snapshots, I saw a photo of you guys on the rooftop of the Hyatt.
I'll tell you the story. We were at the Hyatt doing a bit of a press junket for North by Northeast, and one of our interviews was actually a performance, but we didn't know about that, so we didn't have any of our gear or anything like that. We went up to the roof. It was locked. Jeff tried to pick the lock to get onto the roof. There's some poor guy swimming in the pool who saw us struggling, and he got out and opened it up. We ended up putting on a little performance up there. We played a couple songs. It was really fun. It was really sunny and really warm. And the few people who were out there sunning themselves, drinking margaritas, seemed to really enjoy what we were doing. So that's what made it even cooler.
What do you think the best thing about Hands and Teeth is?
Hair.
Constructive criticism.
The drumming.
The lush 4-part harmonies.
I think that the most interesting thing that Hands and Teeth is trying to do is we're using 4 lead singers, but we're trying to create one voice with it.
Actually, I also, speaking of, since we're doing an interview, I think on your Twitter, you guys recently posted a bunch of interviews that you did with each other. What's your relationship with Twitter? Is it something like it's fun, necessity, or just whatever?
I would say it's pretty new in our band, and definitely in my life. For example, today I tweeted about a bad experience with Via Rail, and within minutes they had somehow, and I didn't tag them, I didn't do anything, and they had picked up on it and messaged me right away. And we had a full back and forth conversation about it.
I think that at this point it's kind of a necessity. If you're not doing it, there's a conversation about you going on that you're not playing a part of. So you have to be doing it, and you have to be contributing to it.
I may have written down. I wrote stuff. And basically it's sort of you have to pick either or. If you had to pick fighting a tiger and just barely surviving, so huge gnarly scars, maybe missing a finger or 2, and getting away, surviving, or fighting a tiny wounded fox and just completely winning, and just being able to tell the story I fought a fox and I won.
Yeah, I do that foxing.
Yeah.
Now, are these gnarly tiger scars? Are they gonna make me look tough?
These are gonna make you look like you fought a tiger. So gnarly.
Fox them.
Utensils, any form. Chopsticks, forks, knives, or books.
Utensils, because I don't know if I could ladle out hot soup from a pot with my hands very well. I just don't see that happening.
Books. You don't need utensils.
Agree to disagree.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.